Welcome back to Ancient's Place, and with me here is Miss Selena Kyle. This is Prime One Studios Catwoman Arkham Knight. She looks very gorgeous, very gorgeous. I'm really impressed by the face sculpt, how it turned out, meaning the paint job as well. Really good, really, how I would say, beautifully done with the expression. I really like this piece. It arrived last weekend, and this is also one of the four stages I had in one weekend, and I'm really excited to show you guys more details on this piece. So before we continue and delve in more details on this piece, click the thumbs up if you like the video and help me share with everyone. And if you like weekly pop culture videos, subscribe to my channel, The Ancient's Place. So to get started, this piece I actually was expecting it to arrive last December, or maybe end of December, or even beginning of January. Unfortunately, it didn't come. It arrived basically last week, maybe end of January. But nonetheless, I was very excited for this one. This is actually my first piece for basically Selena Kyle, or the Catwoman. I wanted to buy previously the Sideshow ones, but eventually I didn't get it. So that's why I really wanted this, and seeing the pictures in Prime One Studios, it was really good. That's why I'm very excited about this piece. And good thing it didn't disappoint. Prime One didn't disappoint me. It is actually really gorgeous. Especially the face sculpt, how it turned out, it looks really good. So before we get started, we'll go more deeper into details. So let's start with the base. The base actually has I would say a typical Prime One Studio Arkham Knight I would say base, but it's a bit bigger though. It's quite big for me, and I mean it's unnecessarily big. The same thing for other stages. The good thing is that it's not that difficult to how would say display it. It's typical squarish dimension, not square exactly, but the space, the cylindrical space of this one is more or less very easy to display, not that complicated. And it's just that it's really a bit too big. I hope they, let's say, made it a bit smaller, but nonetheless I really do like the details as well. I like the, instead of gargoyles or everything, they really placed there the cats, the cat statues. That is really good. I really like that one. And there's also some texture in the base. Again, it's typical Prime One Studio base. So going up further, the details. So this one, the difference between this and basically the Joker is that this one has more details on the boots. The same thing I guess for Harley Quinn. And this one, the boots is really good. I have to say it's really good. It has very good, let's say, weathering as well. My only concern is that the peg is very small. I think I saw in the Prime One guide, I think there were supposedly two, how would say, two holes or two keys. And unfortunately, it turned out just only one, let's say, peg and also a key inside. I think it was in the right side or in the right leg. So, but nonetheless, the details in the legs or foot or the boots itself is really good. I also like the weathering. Not much weathering the boots, but if you go further up, you can actually see the details of the suit. And again, I like this. I always like a suit wherein it's not too, how I would say, everything is textured. That only some panels there are different separation of the suit. That has texture, and some are also smooth. But what I do like about this piece is actually the paint job. The suit paint job has actually some of this weathering. You can see some, let's say, I'm not sure, maybe dusted suit. That kind of thing. And I really do like that one. I do wish that they made it really. Made it some, maybe at least some parts a bit more, how do you call that, emphasized, and some parts are also a bit clean. But I think some might not like that one, because if you really go on the details, you will see some like white spots on it, and I think this is meant that it is somehow dusted. and it's about dirty. So that one I really like. I really do like that one. Again, going up, the suit is also has this silver metal. Let's say, I'm not sure how they call. Basically, there's straps, and I really do like this one. Really makes it a modern take on the Catwoman as well. So going up further, so it actually has two pairs of hands, of arms. One of which, this is actually my favorite. It turned out I like this pose, or I like the switch out. It's the one that has the whip. I like it because the whip is really good. I think it's a, let's say, leather or plastic combination kind of material, and I really do like it. So this is actually one arm is one piece, and then the other arm is also another piece, and the whip is actually one other piece, and then it is connected to this part. So I think you just need, for me, I would propose or suggest that before you putting them in, you put the whip, connect the whip first before you putting the arms, because it's a bit delicate. I'm always afraid that when I push it here, the arms might fall down, because this one will also maybe move around or wobble because you're pushing it in the peg, so, or let's say in the keyhole. But nonetheless, just again, I'm not sure for everyone, but for me, I do it before I put in the arms. So the other arms are actually the ones with the with the gem, and also you can change or place the whip in here as well. That actually is really good as well. And I do prefer this one. The gem actually has the diamonds is the white, blue, and red. So one of the very favorite is the head sculpt. So the head sculpts, there are three. So I actually have this one. This is the one with the mask as well. Look at that. This is actually really good as well. But this is my favorite. And the other one is the one wherein she's just having a poker face. Some even say that I guess this is the lesser, lesser head sculpt that does not having too much attention. But I really do like this one. I always like that poker face, like just straight. But again, this is my favorite one. I do like also the scratches, the blood work. I really like that. I always wanted that to be always in a Gotham character, so that's really good. So, but my favorite is this one. The face sculpt is really good. It really shows a very nice expression, and the skin tone is also very, very good. And so there's also, I would say, the thing for me is that the good thing with this basis, and also for this, it's very easy to integrate in with the entire collection. And right now I'm waiting for another pieces like the Freeze and also my Scarecrow. I got it from a local store here in Singapore. I'm still waiting for that one. So again, right now I'm really impressed for this one. She's actually very gorgeous. So Prime One Studios Catwoman Arkham Knight. So a little bit of description regarding this piece. So this is Catwoman Prime One Studios Arkham Knight, and this is a limited edition of 500 with a price tag of 999 USD. Still available in Prime One Studios. I'm not really sure if they're still available in Sideshow, but I did bought it in the, how would say, in Prime One Studios online. So for the rating, sorry, in terms of paint quality, I give this as a 4.5 because I did wish, I'm not really sure that there are really if these are small smudges, then if they are meant or really not meant, but I am considering them as weathering. I do like it. It's just that some of it, I feel that there's some mistakes or some quality issues. But again, it's not too obvious because it's everywhere, and it seems like it's somehow like an ordinary thing. But I do wish that there were more, let's say, saturated or some really dirty part, and not some dirty part in some other parts as well. So But nonetheless, I'm giving the quality, paint quality, as 4.5. For color, it's very simple. It's just black. I do wish there are some, I would say, more silver parts. I really do wish that one. Unfortunately, I guess Prime 1 is just following the designs from the Batman games. But nonetheless, I'm just giving the color as a 4.0. For weathering, again, I do like the weathering, how they did it. They didn't make the suit like shiny. I don't want that. So I really liking the weathering for this part, even in the boots. Even though the boots is a bit clean, but again, there are this smudges, like dust in the suit, and it looks really good. I do like that one, so I'm giving this a 5.0 for weathering. And shadows and highlights, I'm giving this only as 4.0 because there's really, you cannot see anything, but there are some highlights in some of the areas because also somehow it highlights the weathering as well. And there are also some in the base, so I'm only giving it a 4.0. For quality sculpt, I'm giving it a 5.0. Everything is good. The seam actually here in the arms, near the shoulders, is absolutely brilliantly done. It's really seamless. It looks really good. I really do like that one. For texture, I also like the texture here. I do wish that it's a bit smaller, but again, I guess it's based on the concept of the Prime 1 games. No, sorry, Arkham games as well. So I'm giving the texture as 4.5. Weight and size, I like how heavy it is and how big this is. So I'm giving this a 5.0 for weight and height. Sorry, weight and size. And for details and complexity, I'm also giving this a 5.0 because I really do like the suit. And also some of the details, the different separation of the suit. I also like some details in his hands, this tiny silver, let's say, paddings, or some claws, I guess, in her say gauntlet or something. But nonetheless, I really do like the suit, and also especially the face sculpt. That is actually really gorgeous face sculpt, so that's why I'm giving the detail and complexity as a 5.0. In terms of concept, I'm giving it as a 4.0 because again, they're just following the Arkham Knight game, and it's just standing. But I really do like the switch outs. I do like that one. I do like the face sculpt. But in terms of really how the entire piece is designed, it's just simple standing, which I actually like that one. And the only thing as well, I really wish that they reduce the size of the base. So that's why I'm giving the concept as 4.0. For displayability, I'm giving it a 5. Again, even though the base is big, it's big in some different, it's going bigger in some of the edges or some of the parts of the base, but it's very easy to display, and very easy to integrate to the Arkham line if you have. So that's why I'm giving it 5.0. Assembly, I'm giving this a 4.5 because I would have wished I give this assembly as 5 because the seam, it's very easy to assemble, but the problem is actually again the whip, and also the, how do you call this, the diamonds. The diamond is very easy to fall out, so that's why I'm only giving it 4.5 for displayability. And switch outs and mixed media, I'm giving it a 5.0. 5.0 because the switch out is really good. I really like the head sculpts, and I really like the diamonds. I really like the material used in the whip, and I also like the switch outs for the arms. That is actually really good, and it's really amazingly done by Prime 1. So that's for the rating for Prime 1 Studios Catwoman Arkham Knight.